it is a thrill. Welcome everyone to Marbula 1 Fantasy Tournament. This second season has new protagonists, new faces, and above all, great racing. We have today we're racing with for the seventh Grand Prix. We're racing with the Rangers. The Kobalts, our standings leader so far, are starting the race from 16th place, from last place, and pole position. The main rivals, Wolfpack. Wolfpack are sitting in second place in the standings with only 5 points behind, and then the Raspberry Racers in the middle of the pack in 9th place, only 5 points behind as well. I know that it seems like it's unfair for Kobalts after having two great races, but it's up to their hand. It's up to them if they're going to continue the great results and capitalize from the mistakes of the others. One thing is for sure, the grid is randomized and they're ready to race. Building tension, and we go green for the 7th Grand Prix of the season. Team Plasma get the better exit of the first corner, and they are holding first place now from the outside of the third turn. They try to find the better lines, and they do as they ascend to complete the first lap. The Indigo Stars are sitting in last place, while the Kobalts made up 2 or 3 places, only to lose out in turn 3. It's very important to see what the Raspberry Racers do as well, because it's a very hot championship. What is Wolfpack? Oh, Wolfpack! Wolfpack have lost so many places, they're tumbling down the order. They blew their pole position, a chance to get first place in the standings and streak.
Well, conditions
Wow.
are certainly hot today.
Wow. While Raspberry Racers, on the other hand, are getting second place, where they have a very close fight with the Balls of Chaos and Team Plasma. Team Plasma gets third place with a great exit out of the conveyor belts, and Balls of Chaos. Both marbles in front of them hit each other, and they got the spoils. Now Jawbreakers, after 2 disappointing, great pass by just avoiding the walls there from the Raspberry Racers, sitting in second place with the Jawbreakers leading the pack, while Jawbreakers, as I was saying, after 2 disappointing races, they want to make up for it, and I don't know if the championship is over for them. Mathematically, it's surely not. I assure you that.
The Raspberry Racers, Custom Team 1 and Team Primary.
While we change the camera, the Kobalts, who seem to suffer from starting in the last place, they cannot overtake red number 3, a marble that is known to be a weak overtaker. So if you can't overtake the marble that cannot overtake anyone, you're doomed. Thankfully for them, they have behind them the Indigo Stars, the marble of Indigo Stars, to hit them from behind and give them some speed.
Really getting to some of these marbles.
As we're approaching the second half of this race, I don't see a great race coming for the Kobalts. They have to sit for this single point of the 15th place. I don't know. Red number 3 are in front of them. Mellow Yellow just overtook the Rangers and Wolfpack.
Everyone crosses the line once more to start the next lap.
They tumbled down the order in the first part of this race, but they cannot climb up the order, and they make mistakes. They hit the walls and they get overtaken. This is not helping at all their championship hunt, but I assure you this helps the Raspberry Racers, who are sitting right now in second place as they pass with a great move, a slingshot move on Team Plasma, avoiding the walls as well. Both sun sections, and they now...
Right now, the Jawbreakers, the Raspberry Racers, Custom Team 1 and Team Primary.
Small mistake by the Raspberry Racers, but they didn't lose any time. They avoided the exiting walls of the second sun section, and they are ready to launch an attack on the leader of the pack. The Jawbreakers who are sitting comfortably in first place. Maybe they're getting tired. Maybe they're getting not out of shape, but in any case, all the lead they had has diminished, and they lost first place. The Raspberry Racers get first place, while Limers get third. Side by side with Team Primary. Who gets a better exit is Team Primary.
To begin the next lap.
And Team Primary, they need these points. They need these 15 points. This hitting on the wall didn't help them. But now the Limers are chasing down the leaders, while Jawbreakers completing the 17th lap. They are again in first place. Oh, that hit didn't help. Wow. Well, the Raspberry Racers are lucky. I tell you this. They made a mistake, but there were two other marbles. A nice one from the inside, a turn one from Bolts of Chaos. So they're lifelong rivals, Team Primary. And yes, I was saying that Raspberry Racers are pretty lucky because even though they made a mistake, they didn't lose any positions.
The Raspberry Racers, the Limers, and the Balls of Chaos.
They didn't lose any positions, but the marbles behind them helped them to gain speed again, and maybe more speed than they carried before. We see some defending moves from Raspberry Racers. After the conveyor belt, they decided to go on the inside of turn one. Maybe they concede for second place. They know their main rivals are out of contention.
As we start the final lap.
The Wolfpack and Kobalts are trying to do something good for the race, but they cannot. They cannot, and they will not. As the Jawbreakers win the race. The Raspberry Racers. Oh, I missed it. I'm so sorry about that. We will see it on the replay. But it seems that we had a very close fight for second place. Oh, third place for Balls of Chaos, then the Limers, Team Primary, Midnight Wisps, Team Plasma, Shining Swarm, Team Galactic, the Crazy Cats in 10th place. Mellow Yellow, another 5 points for them. Not a great result, but some points to cheer for. Wolfpack 4 points, 3 points for Kobalts, 2 points for Red number 3. Come on, Red number 3, why didn't you take 3 points? 1 point for the Indigo Stars and 0 points for the Oceanics. What? For the Orangers. Let's watch on the replay.
But let's watch on the replay.
Yes, Greg is my echo. Oh, we see there Balls of Chaos passing the Raspberry Racers on the 4th. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna pause this. Wow. Yeah, I need to watch it in 1/4 of speed. And you see, great exit from the Limers. They almost overtook Balls of Chaos. They finished only 20 milliseconds behind the podium places. Wow, great stuff. Well, without any further ado, let's get on to the next race. As we're ready to start the 8th race of this championship, many things are at stake. We saw a huge turnaround in the championship with the main protagonists, Raspberry Racers, getting on top of things again, with their main rivals, Kobalts and Wolfpack, blow it away. So, this time we're racing with the Balls of Chaos. Once again, the grid is randomized and we're ready to roll. 5 lights are on.
And we're rolling to decide a Marble League champion.
Nope, we're not deciding a Marble League champion. Not even a Marble 1 Fantasy Tournament Season 2 champion. And we need to go away from the Balls of Chaos. Yes, here is the action. The middle of the pack. Team Primary are leading the race with Jawbreakers trying to fend off the other competitors in second place. Indigo Stars and Kobalts, they are right behind them. Well, right in front of them, I should say. Great race for the first place. Team Galactic overtook Team Primary ahead of the 3rd lap with a great exit from the conveyor belt. Now the Kobalts. The Kobalts had a disastrous race, getting only 3 points. This is not helping their championship fight, but they now need to respond. Team Plasma, Team Primary do not make things easier for them. While Team Plasma behind try to pass. Almost they pass the Marble of Kobalts. And Kobalts, it was vital for them to keep that position. However, they lost it over to the Rangers. And now, with a great move, a tricky move I should say, but they didn't do it. The Rangers are sitting in third place right now. We have a great battle with Team Galactic in primary. Team Primary getting in first place. Where's route number 3? In the middle of the pack. Can they take something else than 3 points or something more than 3 points? Because right now their best finish is 14th place. 13th place. Wolfpack in 14th place. Things are getting from bad to worse for them. Maybe this is it. Maybe they, I don't know, consumed all their energy, all their racing energy. Oh, another mistake from them. And they cannot compete with the front runners. Don't get me wrong. Even though they are not doing so well, if the other competitors are not getting wins or podiums, they can get a respectful top 3 or top 5 in the championship. In any case, this would be a better result compared to the 7th place they got from season 1. In the standings. Red number 3 in 4th place. Holding off to the championship leaders, Raspberry Racers, but not the others. As Bolts of Chaos, Team Galactic made an excellent move. In 2 turns at the sun section, they passed 3 or 4 marbles. But now, the Kobalts in 3rd place. While we have a nice battle with Rangers and Team Primary, with Team Primary getting on top of things in 1st place. No! Red number 3. Red number 3, they're saying, we are here. Do not write off our presence from this race. We're ready to race. We're just having fun. We don't want to get into your things, fight for championships and stuff. We're already an established, legendary team. And they've taken 2 championships in Marble Rally. One of those was quite dominant. And they also have the most dominant win in Sun Marble Rally with over 5 seconds lead between them winning the race and the 2nd place. Who was that? I don't remember. Maybe it was Marble Face, but I'm not sure. I need you to help me out on this. We are starting the 14th, the 15th lap with Team Primary in 1st place. So Rangers just ahead of Red number 3 and Team Galactic ready to grab the spoils. Then we have Shining Swarm. The Shining Swarm started pretty good this season, but right now they cannot. They didn't give the momentum. Right now they're running pretty comfortably in 5th place. That's a good result for them so far. As we are approaching the 17th lap, behind them it's the Midnight Wisps, and side by side with the Raspberry Races. The Raspberry Races gets another spot, now in 5th place. If they finish like that, I think Raspberry Races will not have any rivals for the championship. Now CCE, Kobalts, Mellow Yellow, Team Plasma, Wolfpack, just past Team Plasma. The Bolts of Chaos. They started from last place, they're now only in 14th. Limers in 15th, and just behind them in last place, the Indigo Stars. But let's go over to the leaders. Wow, Team Primary are very, very far ahead, and the Raspberry Racers are actually in 3rd place. They overtook Team Galactic and Shining Swarm. Well, wait a minute. Red number 3 was standing in 3rd place, but they lost it. They're now sitting in 6th place. While we're ready to complete the 20th lap, we're changing the cameras to the leader, Team Primary. Penultimate lap for them. The Rangers are in 2nd place. 3rd place for Raspberry Races, but Team Galactic, they're not so far ahead. Can they do it here at the exit of the 1st sun section? No. Whoa! A slingshot move from Red number 3, only to miss out at the exit of the 2nd sun section and sitting 4th. We are on the final lap. I need to change the camera. Team Primary win the race. The Rangers 2nd place, Galactic 3rd, getting the final step of the podium. Then the Raspberry Racers, Red number 3, At last, they got a decent result. Not a great result, but a decent result. 11 points for them. Then the Shining Swarm, Crazy Cat's Eyes, the Kobalts gets 8 points. Not terrible, but not great as well. The Jawbreakers, 6 points, 5 points for Team Plasma. Mellow Yellow, then Wolfpack, 3 points. Things are going not well for this team. Balls of Chaos, 2 points, 1 point for the Indigo Stars, snatching that last point right at the end from the Limers to get 0 points. Yes, let's go over to the standings. What can anyone say about the Raspberry Racers? They seemed to lose it, but they got it back. With 1 second place and 1 fourth place in today's Grand Prix, they are sitting in first place again in the standings with 102 points. 9 points ahead of Team Primary, out of nowhere, like the Kobalts that we saw in the previous video yesterday, with 93 points and 91 points for the Kobalts. The Kobalts are there, as they are Team Primary, depending on the starting grid position of the next 2 races. That's 4th place for the Jawbreakers with 84 points, 83 for Balls of Chaos, then 82 for Wolfpack, and 76 for Team Galactics. You see what's happening there? It's only 10 points between 5 places. Well, 11 points, but you get the picture. After that, we have Crazy Cat's Eyes, then Team Plasma, the Limers with 66 points, 60 points for the Rangers, 59 for the Midnight Wisps, then 52 for Shining Swarm, Indigo Stars, Mellow Yellow, and Red Number 3. So far in the standings, only 3 teams are eliminated from the championship fight, and this is Red Number 3, Mellow Yellow, and Indigo Stars. Anyone with 52 points or more can mathematically win the championship, if and only if they win both races and Raspberry Racers get 0 points. It's very unlikely, but you never know. This is Marbula 1, this is Marble Sports. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm really looking forward to see you tomorrow for the last 2 races of the second season of Marbula 1 Fantasy Tournament. Cheers everyone!